Did you know that Canada is home to the largest vertical cliff face on the planet? A cliff so large that if you dropped something from the top, it would fall for nearly 30 seconds before hitting the ground? This is Mount Thor. Mount Thor, also known as Thor Peak, is an incredibly dramatic mountain located on Baffin Island in the Canadian territory of Nunavut. Located in the Baffin Mountains specifically, Mount Thor rises to an elevation of 5,495 feet. But despite the fact that its summit has a lower elevation than that of Colorado Springs, Mount Thor is probably the most requested mountain in the history of my channel, and for good reason. You see, the most impressive thing about Mount Thor isn't its height, but rather its massive west face. The west face of Mount Thor is believed to be the largest vertical cliff face anywhere on the planet, rising 4,100 feet above the valley below. But what makes the west face even more impressive is the fact that it isn't just vertical, as it actually overhangs by an average of 15 degrees, making it somehow even steeper than vertical. But how did Mount Thor get such an impressive cliff face in the first place? Well, it was carved over tens of thousands of years by seasonal glacial activity in the valley below, Akshayuk Pass. As both large ice sheets and smaller glaciers advanced and retreated over the millennia, they carved Akshayuk Pass into a classic U-shaped glacial valley, which you can see illustrated nicely in this image here. And as the glaciers were carving the valley, they were heavily shaping Mount Thor as well. That's because Mount Thor makes up part of the rim of Akshayuk Pass. So as glaciers were eroding the valley, they were also essentially cutting the mountain in half, exposing the cliff face that we see today. Now, this process shaped countless mountains in the area. So although Mount Thor might have the largest vertical drop on Earth, plenty of other peaks in the Baffin Mountains have cliff faces that are almost unlarge, creating a landscape unlike almost any other on Earth. But while Mount Thor and its surrounding peaks claim the largest vertical drop on the planet, there's another set of mountains that claim the largest nearly vertical drop on Earth. Comment below if you know which peaks, or at least which area of the world, claims the title of the highest nearly vertical cliff faces on the planet. And follow to see my next video to find out if you're correct.